What's going on, guys? It's your boy JT, and we are back to the Crypto Den. And today I have another topic from Crypto Chronicles. All right, I am going to cover real world asset RWA tokenization, the projects that are focused on that, and what it means. I believe Crypto Chronicles wanted to better understand, you know, what is everyone talking about, and I'll give you a great case study of someone actually implementing it and a bunch of other stuff. So, with that, thank you for coming in. For those who do not know, I am Jake Tullis. I also go by JT. I run and operate a crypto hedge fund or exclusively digital assets, and I have this channel to show you the research that I've done and help you guys underwrite this technology better so you're actually investing instead of trading. That is my goal and ambition with this video, so I'm going to get right into it. Crypto Chronicle, RWA, it stands for Real World Asset, and tokenization is the process of getting a real world asset on chain. I want to take you guys over to a screen share real quick. I found a wonderful Medium post that it's way more detailed than I'll be because this isn't a 1 hour video. I try to keep these under 10 minutes for you guys. So I'll share that link in the description, but it's a great article. On this article, there is an image that shows you the rough architecture for real world asset tokenization. So what you need to know is we'll just use gold. Imagine this is who mines the gold. You're the one that buys the gold. And how the ownership information up here and all of the other stuff regarding your ownership of that gold is done up top, and then the blockchain down below works with that box, if you will, right? And I don't want to get too technical, so I'm just calling things boxes. If you are technical, let me be. I'm not making this for you. So these buckets of code, right, they work together to consistently update, right, the asset's validity on chain. Okay, and I wanna save this for you, but there is a great example of what this looks like. So I just wanted to pull up my case study here. So you guys could see real quick, actually on the Google results, you'll see that immediately, there's so much content out here about this stuff. But what you need to understand is BlackRock is the largest fund manager in the world, right? They manage trillions of dollars. And Securitize is a company that specializes in helping traditional finance actually work with blockchain in some way or fashion, right? So generally, tokenizing securities, Securitize. You get the gist. What BlackRock did earlier this year, and Larry Fink is the CEO, he's the guy that runs it. He had said that he wanted to really go hard this year into tokenization and that eventually everything will be tokenized. He had just said that at the World Economic Forum last year, towards the end of 23. So he's a big bull on tokenizing, which is great because I'm pretty sure he's one of the people that control the world. But moreover, he decided to take it for a test run. What he did is he went and bought treasury bills. He then held them, right? Issued a token to be verified by the issuer of said treasury, right? And these are, I think they're 10-year T-bills to the federal government. And then he put them on Ethereum. So the bills were purchased, basically uploaded, verified by the government that they are in fact, held by BlackRock. The yield and everything is public, all that other stuff, getting about 5%. And he put it on chain. Now, what this does is all of the data that is coming from the issuer here, all the updates, all the payments, because there's going to be a coupon rate, there's going to be a lot of terms associated with the bill, all of that stuff gets sent to the blockchain and is put into a smart contract. That way, all of the cost of communicating all the stuff happening with that bill is on chain. And it's honestly out of BlackRock's hands. It is completely Ethereum doing its thing with gas and burning and using ETH and everything else. And what he's able to do using Ethereum is have all of it almost costs, I think, 200 basis points to sell T bills, or maybe 1.5. I'm sorry, 150 or 1.5%. Um, and BlackRock's able to keep all that profit because Ethereum smart contracts are automating all of that management of the treasuries, essentially. And for his end customer, what you can do is just buy the token, right? What you do is you buy the token he made, and that token is directly correlated 1 to 1 to the treasury bills. So he bought 400 million of treasuries, issued a stable coin with a 5% yield, right? To represent the earnings of the T bill and distribute those earnings to whoever bought the stable coin like that. And what you need to understand is they don't work that way right now. Right now, everything goes through the DTCC. Actually, you know what? I'll show you another image up here, and this is a dense. Okay, so this is basically how banks work right now. Do you see all the intermediaries for a transaction to occur in traditional finance? Now, this is a lot more than a continuous cycle that once it starts, it does not stop, like I showed you earlier. Imagine this image, right, being all of the activity here for all of the banks of Europe. So just imagine how big all that is, Singapore, everything else. And then it all has to go down through here into the markets and finally being sold. So there's probably 15 steps, so many hands being, greased to get these treasury bills in the open market. Like I said, it's 1.5%. So if your yield's 5, you're really only getting 3.5. And if you go through an advisor in your 401k IRA, they're taking 1 point. So literally getting 2.5, and inflation is 2. Your real rate of return on bills, if they were returning 5%, would be 0, if not negative. Given that the 30 years are inverted and everything else, you're actually making less than that. So it's not good, right? But still, I digress. The whole purpose of this is for you to understand real world asset tokenization. I gave you the case study. I explained to you what it is. I showed you the technology and how it works. Now, I just want to give you some ideas, some dreamscaping, and then we'll close it out. So, it's not just treasuries or T-bills. It could be gold, it could be silver, it could be an album, right? It could be anything, honestly. RWA is a all-encompassing term that refers to taking something physical, something that is off-chain but tangible, and putting it on-chain. And that's all RWA is. And there are projects that are specific to RWA. And they're the ones that are ISO 222 compliant primarily because those are the ones that work with the current infrastructure. If you're a gold issuer, if you're a treasury bill issuer, if you're a silver issuer, if you're a commodities like grain, oil, right? You do all that stuff. All of the information, all of those items could be put on chain through pretty similar processes that are happening right now. And they would do it through the same kind of vendors, if you will. And those vendors talk a specific language. And it's a messaging system or standard between systems. Hedera, Quant, um, Stellar Lumens, Algorand. Those are the four that come to mind right now. They're all compliant with the current infrastructure that is currently being used to sell all of these interests in all of these things. For a blockchain to come in and be adopted by these big boys, it needs to be a seamless transition, which only those projects and some others provide. XRP be another one that just came to me. And sorry for I love XRP, but that flag, I let it down. But essentially, it would be uncommon for them to move 10 trillion onto Ethereum when it would be a complete system overhaul versus just using the same kind of rails they currently use, but instead of having constant iterations between documents and certificates and everything else between agents on the ground that verify that exactly 10,000 pounds of grain are exactly in this North African warehouse, all this stuff that they're doing, they currently do all that stuff. If they just put it on chain, they could have a random person verify the inventory and update the smart contract, right? And have the updates be automated by a specific person in there, right? So I don't want to I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole. We're getting close to my time, but hopefully Crypto Chronicles that helps you better understand what RWA is, and hopefully I will see you all at the next video. Thank you so much for your time, and you know what it is. Take care of one another. I'll see you.